Good morning, everybody. It's a Monday morning, and I'm calling this Fanfare Monday, and it's the 15th of March. We're nearly, I think it's about a year since we actually went into lockdown last year, and I'll be doing kind of an anniversary of that, I suppose, about the 22nd of March. Anyway, it's not really my title. The title was suggested by Elaine Coyle. So I'll be contacting her about a chat she can have with me, confidential of course. So if you suggest a title and I use that title, then you are the winner of a chat with me. So, yesterday was Mother's Day in the UK. I know it's different in the US, but in the UK, Mother's Day was yesterday. So I thought I'll continue to celebrate all the mothers, the carers, people who take care of the children, just celebrate them. So what does fanfare mean really today? And it means introducing someone important, and that for today is mothers all over the world. I know US is a different day, but we'll celebrate them as well. So we're just continuing that celebration theme. So a kind of a wee bit of background actually. In the UK, the Mother's Day in the UK changes every year, but it's always the fourth Sunday of Lent. That's 3 weeks before Easter Sunday, and that's usually mid-March or early April. I think last year I was looking back because I did a Mother's Day live video, and that was on the 22nd of March. So celebrating the day is to celebrate the maternal bond, and the celebration of Mother's Day dates back to ancient times. With the Greeks, they had festivals every spring to honour Rhea, the mother of the gods, and the Romans celebrated the mother goddess. That was a Cybele, Cybele, and that was going back to 250 BC. So I think with this pandemic, I think lots of us feel about that age actually. But anyway, the Mothering Sunday did originate, I believe, in the UK and Ireland, but I don't know, feel free to PM me or, tell me differently on social media. But the history is slightly different in the US. In the United States, it was Anna Jarvis. She lived in West Virginia, and she started lobbying for Mother's Day to be an official day. Her mother had dedicated her life to motherhood and created clubs which taught women how to care for their children, and this led to Mother's Day. Hi Barbara, good to see you this morning. So when the mother died, it was Anna decided that she'd fight for this to be a holiday, and I think it was in May 1908 she organised the first official Mother's Day in West Virginia, and it was so successful that it became a date on the national calendar. Now I think in the US they celebrate Mother's Day in May, and this year I think it's May the 9th. But no matter what, we're celebrating mothers today. So in the UK, it was Constance Smith. I think she was inspired by Anna Jarvis, and it was recognised then in the UK. Now, lots of people will give flowers and other gifts and things, and they say the official flower of Mother's Day was, it was to do with Anna Jarvis. The flower she gave to her mother was a white carnation, and apparently legend has it that carnations are a symbol of mother's love. But then I'm not a florist, so if there's florists out there, please feel free to let me know what the true meaning is. But any colourful flowers, I think, raise spirits. But of course, I think all these days, Mother's Day, there's Aunt's Day now, Father's Day, Brother's Day. They're becoming so commercialised that I feel we don't really need to be spending things. And particularly over the last months, people on furlough, people redundant, we just don't have the money. So you don't really need to go to the expense of buying anything. And of course, one of the huge things I would say would be to give a hug. And of course, we're still not able to do that. So, I can just imagine when this is all over, there'll be lots of hugs going about. So for just now, it's virtual hugs and Zoom calls, something like that. Normally the celebration families would get together. I know my children would take me out and he would have a lovely time just watching the children, you know, play around. But that just wasn't possible this year. I was lucky enough that I'm in a bubble with my daughter, so I could see her and the children, but just for a short while. And they made sandwiches and a cake, which was really lovely. So where the mums are in a care home, that was really difficult, I think, for lots of them. And it seems to depend on what care home you're in or what the rules are there. They've all have to abide by lockdown rules. But I believe that, now I'm in Scotland, so it might be different in England and Ireland, but I think some of the homes were allowing one person in, and I don't think there's hugs, but I think they can touch. I noticed there was something on the television, on the news, I think, where there was touch, but they were wearing, you know, the surgical gloves and things. It's just not the same. I think we can't wait. I can't wait. And Barbara, we'll be getting together. I can't wait till we meet each other and there's just a fabulous hug. Touch is so important for mental health. So just, you know, let's hope that comes back soon. And another, I think another, what am I trying to say here? Another bit of background on Mother's Day, on the cakes. Apparently, now this might be in the States, but Mother's Day often was when it was the relaxation of fasting, and simnel cakes were made. And it was for the family to enjoy together. Now, it's a fruit cake and it's covered with marzipan. Now, the simnel, people say, well, where did that word come from? Well, some people say it's from the Latin simula, which means wheat flour. But others say, a legend has it, that a man called Simon and his wife called Nell disagreed as to how the cake should be made. Was it to be boiled or was it to be baked? So they made both and it became known as simnel. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but a good story. It's great to sort of have a story in amongst these, you know, just we need to make some kind of fun time. So hopefully all mothers will have managed to celebrate yesterday. But I think I also noticed lots of posts, and I'll be talking about that slightly later, just a tip that we tend to, we don't really value maybe people till they're gone. So there was lots of posts wishing Mum was back with us, lots of mothers in heaven and people, you know, celebrating and wishing they were back with them. Remember, life's too short. So today's kind of fanfare is to say that make every ordinary day extraordinary. And just remember, life is too short. We need to celebrate every small joy. Appreciate every small thing you have, and when you do this, you make your day special. So what can you do every day? Well, to make it special, well, since lockdown, I've recommended, of course, having your bucket list or the bucket jar, and put everything, all the things you want to do into this jar. And of course, when you're able, it could be travel, special outings, weekend outings, going out for a cup of tea, going out for dinner, trying new things. And you can add, and should be continuing to add, to your jar while we're waiting for lockdown to ease. And I just hope that you're still doing this. Another tip to make every day rather special, you know, make it going from ordinary to extraordinary, is to slow down. We're all rushing around, and even in lockdown, I think we feel as if we should be doing things, and our brain, everything's getting far too fast. So slow down, appreciate everything you do. And I've talked about it before, when eating, take small mouthfuls. I remember, of course, if you were sent away to school, I know you had to rush through your lunches and things. And I was always being told, take 40 chews to every bite. Well, that's maybe not possible really, but what they mean is slow down. Enjoy each bit of food that you can, each morsel. Any task you do, no matter how small, appreciate what you're doing, enjoy it and take time. And that's actually, I mean, it just sounds crazy maybe to some people, but even if you're washing dishes or doing something, appreciate it, because lots of people don't have running water. Lots of people don't have the things we take for granted. And I've noticed that we tend to, once somebody's gone, it's a bit, as I say, we've lost our mum and we wish they were back here. So another tip is, don't wait until something or someone is gone to appreciate it or that person. Another example, of course, is our health. I think during this pandemic, we've noticed that health has been a huge issue, the mental health as well, but physical health. And I think that if you're healthy, you take it for granted. So you don't think about being ill. You don't think about your health until you're sick. So stop doing that. Think about your health now and appreciate having good health. So just say, be grateful. I am glad I have good health. And there's Deb. She's gone to move to a new house. Fabulous. I hope you're getting on down with your new home. So again, that's, I think Deb took the bull by the horns and she's moved. It's wonderful when you can do that, and all the best, every success there. So be grateful for every small thing you have. The sun, the rain, a cup of coffee in the morning, your tea in the morning, swinging your legs or moving your legs out of bed and just saying, I'm managing to get up, thank goodness. So be grateful. And only when we've not been able to hug are we desperate for hugs. And I know I am. I used to be known as the hugger. I don't mind. To me, touch is so important. So just now, give yourself a hug. Hi, Caroline. Glad to see you on with us. Give yourself a hug. Remember, I did that in a previous video. I'll do it again. I said, just wrap your arms round yourself. And people said, oh, that was a wee bit creepy. But just feel it. Do it just now. Feel the heat of your arms, because that heat is energy. You're getting energy from the warmth of your arms around you. And you can do this just now. So many people are alone. And I think you can be very, very isolated. And it's so difficult. But that simple thing, I don't care what age you are. You know, I was saying to my friend's 95 and she's the most positive person I know. But I said, just wrap your arms around yourself. I can't give you a hug just now. And, I think years ago, there was one of these things. Do you remember people kind of showing they were hugging themselves? And it was a wee bit creepy. It's not that. Just arms around, fold your arms and feel, I've got just skin at the moment, so it's skin to skin, and you really feel that warmth. Now, I've already given the tips on how to slow down. So again, please slow down. Take time to enjoy your cuppa in the morning, whether it's coffee, orange juice, tea or whatever, eating your food, and take time at that moment to think through your day. So, you could decide even in the night before, right, what you're going to do. So here are some more tips to make your day special. So one of the things I would say is what you wear. Now, I know in lockdown and through this pandemic, many of us, including me, have been lounging around in our PJs. And of course, you only see the top half of me. You don't know, I might be wearing just pyjama bottoms at the moment. But I remember when I was kind of between jobs, finding it really difficult maybe to get employment. And I know I was it's bordering on getting really depressed, because I was just wearing jeans and a t-shirt and sometimes just in the PJs. And I remember a young friend coming to see me, and she said, what you should do is dress every day. And I said, I'm dressed. She said, no. She said, look out your outfit, something that makes you feel good. And really, I know in my head that's what I should have been doing, but I don't always follow my own tips. So sometimes it takes someone else to say to me. So, from then on, unless it's a particular day, not every day, but for most days, you feel better. Look out an outfit the night before that, just makes you your favourite outfit, and it makes you just feel really beautiful. And it also comfortable. You want to be comfortable, but it boosts your confidence, and it's absolutely fabulous. Now, it doesn't have to be some stiff outfit, but just, I tried. I hope this is looking good, but I thought, right, I'll wear my purple today. Quite like purple. So it makes you feel beautiful and feel good, and that just gives you confidence. So select your outfit the night before, and so that you're not rushing around in the morning looking for something to wear. And this ties in with slowing down in the morning. And just another wee story. I remember when the children saying, when my children were younger, one school they went to, they could wear whatever they liked. That was a nightmare for me, because my youngest used to take ages. I don't want that to wear, I don't want this, I want to wear that, want to wear that. So when they brought in school uniforms, I thought, this is fabulous. She had to wear that, and that was it. So I think, again, it gives them a wee bit of pride maybe in their school, and most schools do this now. And of course, if you can't afford things, there are, I think schools they have not jumble sales, but they'll have a school day where you can, if your children have outgrown something, you can pass it down to the others. But it gives the children a pride in what they do. And I remember doing a stress management day in a school down in London, and it had been on the list of almost closure. It was so bad. And they brought in a new headmaster, and I was interviewing him, and I said, what did you do? Because when I arrived, the children looked fabulous. They were very polite. And he said, well, the first thing we did was make it really compulsory for the children to wear a uniform. But he said their uniform badge was the clown. So he said that was the first thing we did. How awful to wander around saying I'm a clown. So he said he got the children a competition to choose. So they chose, I think it was respect, value and confidence. They had their saying, and just the pride they had. He said you could see the difference in these children, and certainly that made a difference. So sometimes it is the outward look. You wouldn't go to, well, some people might, but you wouldn't go to an interview just, I've just flung on some old t-shirt and jeans and here I am. Outward appearance does matter, as well as your inside. So another tip is take breaks during the day. Now, I know, and I'm bad for this because I work on the computer a lot, and when I get stuck into something, I can go hours I've got to get this done. I can see myself doing it, but actually that's very tiring for your eyes and for your mind. So try and take breaks regularly. And I would say take a walk outside, because if you're at the computer all the time, that's draining your energy. So you need to get outside in nature, and you get a different perspective on everything. Don't sit in front of it all day, even eating your snacks. Take a break from it. Go and make the cup of tea and have the snack, and particularly lunch and dinner. Now, I've done it. I've worked through things, perhaps just for deadlines, but don't do this every day. Another tip is look at your to-do list again. Now, this is a good one, because is there something on it you're procrastinating, you're not getting done? Now, I've been there, seen it, I've got the gold star for that. But there's nothing better than you've been putting it off. Well, make it the one thing you do today to cross off your list. So you'll feel a sense of relief, you'll feel a sense of achievement, and just praise yourself and say, I did a good job. I have achieved completion of this task. So be proud of what you've done. Another tip is give a compliment. This tip is it's underused. I think people are you get more knocks from people saying, well, that wasn't a very good job you did. Try and give compliments, because when you compliment somebody else, it makes you happy as well as them. So they're happy and you're happy, and it raises positivity. So you really feel good. And of course, if someone gives you a compliment, please accept it. Learn to go, thank you. That's been quite difficult for me over the years, and you maybe resonate with this. When people say, oh, you're looking good, the first thing out your mouth is, oh yes, I bought a new dress, or I've had my hair done. Well, stop it. Just go, thank you. So learn to do that. So don't, start the excuses like it must be my outfit, the new makeup, the new hairdo. Just say thank you. Bringing nature into the house. Now, you might have to spend a wee bit of money here if you can afford it, but flowers, buy some flowers, just something simple but colourful. It just raises your spirits. Again, it's nature. If you've got a garden, of course, pick some flowers. Or maybe leave them there and look at them. Just open the door. Nature's just is such a source of joy. So if you're lucky enough to have a garden, go out and look at the garden. Even the grass, just think of everything. The weeds, which are no longer weeds. I'm learning now to love all kinds of wildflowers because the bees love them, and the bees are very important for our lives. Meals. I've said it before, so just a quick tip again, don't rush them. Chew each bite, enjoy each bite. But for general meals, if you can possibly do it, if you're living with someone or living with family, try and sit down for at least one meal. Just spend time with family. You can put the mobile phones off. That's just put them out of reach. So try and have a discussion. You maybe could ask each member of the family what their favourite dish is, and then that can be made for them one day and for someone else the next day. They might want to cook it. You could cook it together, and you can do this for each member of the family. Another tip is, what do you love about your life? What inspires you? And this is again to do with your inspiration board. If you've got, I know, now you're probably having boards all around the house, but you've got an achievement board, you've got your inspiration board. So maybe write down 3 things you love about your life. And beside each of these, write that you're grateful for these things. Be thankful. Be excited about your life and write down 3 things that inspire you, and look at your inspiration board often. It might be a person you inspire and think they're wonderful. It might be a book. It might be something you've done yourself. I think we're very slow to congratulate ourselves and praise ourselves. So if it's something you've done, please, it could be a photo of yourself. Maybe you've climbed a hill, climbed a mountain, you've done a longer walk. Please put that up and say, do you know what? I really did well today. I've inspired myself. Another tip is to be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself at the end of every day. Maybe take a hot bath, hot shower, read a book, I was just thinking, you don't want to do this maybe every night, but there's nothing better than going into a bed that's got fresh bedding in it. Even the smell of the fresh bedding, everything it changes your whole mind to how you feel. And just crawling into bed with the fresh sheets, you feel absolutely fabulous. So maybe once a week or something, but not, I suppose you could do it every night, but just get them back that feeling. I remember being in hospital years ago now, but when you're not feeling very well, I remember that when they came to change my bed, it just made you feel so much better to have clean sheets, clean bedding. It was fabulous. So when you're kind to yourself, do anything that's kind to yourself. When you're kind to yourself, it increases your self-trust, your self-confidence, and you believe in yourself. So believe, believe, believe. So I hope these tips help you, because if you do these things, you do find magic in life. And I know, and I just love passing on my tips. Please use them. And of course, if I fall by the wayside, please remind me about my tips. So for today, what's our affirmation going to be? I celebrate each day. I make each day each ordinary day extraordinary. That's an affirmation. That's the personal, the positive, and the present or past tense. So I make each ordinary day extraordinary. And of course, B, our breathing. We've got to keep doing the breathing. And by this time, if you've been watching my videos, you know it's from the lower diaphragm. The C today, now I was thinking my Mind Bites meditation I was going to do are the floating clouds. So it brings in a bit of nature. This meditation helps you to look forward to the future with positivity and just feel the magic in every moment of the day. So if you want to put your feet on the ground and of course backs against the chair, and just take a deep breath in through the nose, hold, and then exhale slowly through the mouth. Now I want you to close your eyes and just listen to my voice. Imagine that you're lying down and looking up at the sky. Take a deep breath in and feel the air fill your mind and body. And say to yourself, I feel calm. I feel relaxed. Now look up and imagine the blue sky. Soft white clouds are floating by. You feel as if you can touch them. They continue to float by, soft and silent, changing shapes, soft and fluffy, thin and wispy. You imagine anything you want. You feel calm. You feel relaxed. Feel the magic of nature. Now take another deep breath in through the nose. Hold, and then exhale slowly through the mouth. Feel the pure air fill your mind and body. Now you can slowly open your eyes and just say, I feel calm, I feel relaxed, I feel the magic of nature. And then just relax, yawn or stretch your arms, just bring yourself back into the now. I hope that has helped. You can do these, they're short, but it can just raise your energy, calms, relaxes and energizes. So I've said at the beginning and I'll say it again, I'm continuing to do these, I think, 3 times a week. So if you've got a title, if I use the title that you suggest for a video, then you get a, you can private message me or email me, pat@mindcircles.co.uk, and of course you get an hour's chat with me, confidential of course, on anything you want. I've decided to use a title suggested by Isabel, and that's Fab Wednesday. So Wednesday will be Fab Wednesday. I've kind of understood what I'm going to do for Friday, but it's also Red Nose Day as well, so I might even wear a red nose. Don't know. Watch and wait. Wait and watch. Wait and see. Anyway, so if you've got a topic, please email me or private message me. And of course, have a great day. And it's the start of a new week. And just see it as a start of something new if you've not done these tips before. See you on Wednesday. And remember, what are my 2 favourite tips? And they cost you nothing. Smile and laugh. And of course, just now, hug yourself, of course, but virtual hugs to you all. And see you on Wednesday. Bye for now.